Alright, what's up, guys? So, last video we talked about some exclusives, some not so exclusives, some just good games on the Xbox 360. And we're going to try to make this video a little bit shorter because that was just kind of my introduction video with it. And we're going to kind of go over some of my picks that I'm recommending that you should definitely check on the Xbox 360. And we were talking a little bit about, is the FOMO real? And I, after thinking about it, looking at some stuff, going over some stuff, and checking on eBay and my local game stores and stuff like that, I feel like it is right now. Is it going to come back down? I believe for some games, yes. Some games, no. I think some games are going to stay up there, just like, there was some big FOMO with the NES, if you guys are into the older systems. There was with the Sega Genesis. Hell, there still is with, I don't know if it's, you'd call it FOMO, but for, the Sega Saturn, prices are still just insane for the most stuff to try to collect anything. That's one of my systems there that I truly enjoy. Nintendo 64. So, a lot of that stuff has risen, dropped, over and over, but there's some things that have maintained or, stayed that way. So, and then there's some that have dropped big time. So, I'm not going to talk too much on that because, I don't really, I'm not like a genie. I can't predict. Some of these people are, on YouTube saying, they predict these ones are going to stay and everything. And that's all cool and all, but you just don't know. You really don't know. So, I'll just give my 2 cents on it, I guess. But I am going to recommend some cool games that I've played, or either thanks to some of the awesome YouTubers lately doing the 360 stuff that have come to my attention that I want to try, or, just give my opinion if I played them in the past back when they were brand new. So, as you guys see, similar setup here. I'm going to go over it, just pull the games off the top, kind of go down. And first one right off the bat that I want to say that I have not heard many people talk, and I think it is a huge hidden gem. Other than there's one thing killing it now. It's not the graphics. I think the graphics for its time still hold up. For its style game, it is what it is. It is an awesome and fun game. Unfortunately, you can't get the DLC downloaded anymore. I cannot find it anywhere in the Xbox store. If you can find it, or in the 360 store, let me know before it closes down. This game, I wish, if you are a fan of the series, and even if you're not, if you get past the first level, this game it really gets fun. The thing that's killing it the most is the frame rate. The frame rate is so bad. I can bear with it because I like the game, but it might be tough for some of y'all. But I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I love all the stuff, Lord of the Books, everything. It has always interested me since I was a young kid. My father got me into it, and I really enjoy it. And this one is Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2. And this was only on console on Xbox 360. It was on PC, and from what I understand, is even kind of rare in PC. A lot of people, I guess, didn't have the physical copy of it. They're just not laying around anymore. I absolutely love this game. The story, the artwork, the music is beautiful in it. It's just like being in the movies. I still think the graphics, honestly, don't look that bad. If this game could get a Series S or X boost and backwards compatibility, I swear, for especially with some of the new Lord of the Rings stuff coming back out, and it's kind of coming to again, kind of like Star Wars has done many times, fade away, come back. I think perfect timing would be to get this game backwards compatible. Too bad it's probably never going to happen, but it is just awesome. It's one player. I never got to play online. It was 2 to 4 players online. I think that would have been a blast. But you basically have all of, just like it says, all of Middle-earth at your command. You're basically, the elves, the orcs, all kinds of stuff you're fighting. you're commanding an army. It's just like Command and Conquer style, or Age of Empires, but in Lord of the Rings setting. And only bad thing I can say about this game is the frame rate. That is all. And if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, or that style of like Age of Empires was your thing, or Command and Conquer, you're gonna love this. There's the artwork on the disc. And this is harder to find. It seems to be a tougher one to find. I do want to swap the case because it's in a little bit of a rough shape, but I even have some of the bonus artwork here talking about the Lord of the Rings website, and or I should say little flyers in their pamphlets, whatever you want to call them. Manual is black and white. Like I was saying, unfortunately, it's one of those things that, they were doing black and white, especially EA. EA was trying to cut costs every which way and give you less, which I think they're still kind of trying to do. But yeah, you let me know if you played this, guys. I want to know, because I don't hear this one talked about much, and steady stays around like $20-$30, and I even think now it's kind of been going up since I've been looking recently. So yeah, Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth 2, I absolutely love that game. If it could get a modern day update, man, would I be so excited. It would have me sold. Next one, everybody's talked about. I'm sure this one's one I got 2 years ago when it was brand new. Excuse me. When it was, not when it was brand new, but yeah, I mean within within those couple of years of being released. And what got me was Squaresoft, Square Enix now, always had some damn good games, in my opinion. I liked a lot of them, and this is the last remnant. And the artwork is what got me, plus, being that it was from Square Enix. And I was really excited. I do remember, however, putting it in, and it was a very long, grinding game, so I got pretty bored at the time. And it's not that I didn't want to continue playing it. I wanted to go back to it, but I never did. So I am excited to get back to this one. I did go on the Xbox store right now, the 360 store. I believe just about all the DLC is free for this right now. So I went and got all of the DLC, and this has an interesting trigger system that it has for fighting. It's kind of unique. Well, I guess not unique by today's standards, but back then it was kind of unique to it. I'm really excited to try it. If you guys have played this, let me know. It is a 2-disc game. I thought just the artwork was beautiful, and the story, from what I've kind of looked at on online with people explaining it and talking about it, it seems like it's a really slow starter, but it gets better, which I don't mind. If I just gotta, it's one of those ones I gotta get into and play, and I want to immerse myself in it, so I don't want to stop and forget and never get to it again and just not know where the hell I am on the damn thing. So let me know what you guys think if you have played this. Look at that. I even still got a little warranty card with it. So I picked this one up. This one's still not. It's not too expensive. Manual is beautiful for it. All in color. Explains about the different characters, the story, everything. I haven't really read too much into it. It's been a lot. Like I said, I have not put this game into my system to play probably since 2006, 7, 8 area, around that time. I like how it even talk about Final Fantasy and Infinite Discovery and all that on the back. It's just cool. It's just stuff you don't get anymore that, they promote games within the game, like Star Ocean, Fable, or Fable 2, I should say. Just all kinds of stuff on there. Pretty cool. This is in very good shape, the copy I picked up. I am excited to play this one. I heard, like I said, it's a very slow starter, but I think I'll enjoy it. But we'll see. Let me know if you guys have played Last Remnant, if you like that one, if you're enjoying that RPG or not, or JRPG, I should say. But forgive me too in this. I'm not one of those person to be extremely super proper terms on it. So you guys, I figure, will get what I'm saying if I'm watching, or if you're watching. So Another JRPG right here that is made by Square Enix, and this one also same thing. Back when it was pretty new, I got into it and got busy and just stopped. And I actually remember I think I liked this one right off the bat, and I was really interested in a little bit more than Last Remnant. And unfortunately, I had to put it down and move on for some stuff. But this is Infinite Discovery, and this one is backwards compatible. I don't believe the Last Remnant is. I believe it is only Xbox 360 only. Other than that, I think they did just do a remake on the Switch. I don't know how that one is. I haven't checked it out. But this one basically is, from what I understand, the whole world basically like goes into some kind of chaos or issue or something that is something to do with, if I remember, like the moon and the clock or something like that. I can't quite remember. Maybe that's Majora's Mask stuck in my head. But either way, I remember the story being pretty interesting. In the beginning, it was a slow starter, but the graphics were beautiful. I enjoyed it, but I have not got into it enough to really speak too much on it. So I'm going to kind of go through this one quick. If you guys have played this, let me know. I am excited that it's backwards compatible. I definitely want to try it out. Yeah, I don't see... It does say downloads for it, but I can't remember. Check this one. I might have checked this one, and there might be some downloadable content for it. Either way, it is backwards compatible, so I'm sure they'll still have it. But I do love the artwork on this one. I love the discs, the way they look. It is a 2-disc game. So, and I was right, too, about another thing. In my last video, I talked about... Internal Sonata. That's what it was. Internal Sonata. So it was Xbox 360 release only for about a year, and then they released it on PS3 with like some type of DLC. And I was reading that most people preferred the Xbox 360 version because there was a few things changed or pulled out. So I don't know for sure on that. I can't wait to kind of get into that game too and find out. But yeah, and you know what's weird is it does have a different cover art, but I have never seen it on the PS3 walking around, so I wonder if it's almost more rare. Or at least it's never caught my eye. But I haven't been actively looking either. So Disc 2 looks the same on Infinite Discovery. I got a very good copy. This game is still relatively affordable. I believe this one might be going up a little bit. So yeah, I have the warranty card for that also. And the receipt still in there. So, oh yeah, nice color manual. This is in really good shape. I haven't even looked at this since I bought it. Actually, I think my wife picked this one up for me, and I was just asking her to look for it, and she found it. Yeah, oh yeah, this is in great shape. Great shape. And again, look, Last Remnant right there. Yeah, so 2008. So I would have played it probably 2009. Either possibly 2008 late or 2009. I'll have to go back because I think if I have any achievements or that, they tell you kind of when you get your last achievement on it. So let's see if we got a little note. You know, I remember this when manuals used to have little notepads and stuff like that in the back. That's pretty cool. So you could write like notes or passwords and stuff. So yeah, let me know if you played that game, if you beat it. Let me know if you played it on Series X or S, because I'm excited to actually see how it performs on there and plays. That's another one I'm really excited to play with, and you know, I've just briefly played. So this one is one of my babies. I am a huge car guy. I love everything from imports, domestics, Euro. I just love cars. And if you are an automobile person or just like racing games, you are missing out if you haven't played this. I'm a huge fan of Tokyo Extreme Racing games, and I can't remember what they're in Japan. There's something else their name, but they're the same game. I'll have to figure that one out again and remember. It's been years since I knew all that. But this is Import Tuner Challenge, and this is only on the 360. And the only gripe I have about this is I'm a big Honda guy, and they didn't get the license for Honda and quite a few other cars actually due to, I think, timing and trying to get this on the Xbox 360 at the time. But they did a fantastic job with this game. In this game, I think you're still going to pay around $80 to $100 for a good copy. And I have I beat through it a long time ago, and what I thought I did actually, and I played it again, and I beat through the story mode, and I had a blast. This game still looks good. Now, I'm not playing on my old CRT TV. That's just for sitting up here, in the videos. I definitely highly recommend, if you're playing Xbox 360, plug in an HDMI cable and play it on a good, HD 4K TV or 1080p TV, something a little bit more modern. Because this game still looks good. This game looks freaking awesome. I absolutely love this thing. And I have had so much fun going back to this. And the more I've learned about automotive stuff and how in detail, like now that I've gotten a little bit older, done more, got a little bit more money, and I've done some more serious things to my vehicles and had a chance to do many different vehicles over the years, I did not realize when I was younger how detailed, I mean straight down to the camber of your car and lowering, and the detail that it goes if you actually take the time to read into the different mods and everything you do to your car. I could geek out on this thing and talk about this game all day. This game is really fun. If you are just a racer fan, you're going to have fun with it, especially if you like the street racing style games, Need for Speed, stuff like that. But if you are a tactical and you actually really like cars to death, this game should come back. This should be backwards compatible, or they need to make a new one. And if someone knows they did make a new one and I don't know, then please let me know, because this is 1 to 2 players. I haven't even played 2-player on it yet, and I absolutely love the customization in this, the racing, the actual storyline. It's basically like an RPG. It's a JRPG mixed with a racing game. You have to go different places and battle different street gangs and different stuff, and they all have stories, and it is really more in depth than you'd think. I absolutely love this game. So I'm not too big into body kits and all that and kind of ricing the cars out, I guess you'd say. But if that's your thing, they have a lot of that. But they also have options if you like to keep the cars cleaner and more race oriented or street oriented. They have all kinds, just anything for your type of flavor that you want to go with on the car. So I highly recommend Import Tuner Challenge. It's Tokyo Extreme Racing, but I don't know why they had to change the name or something like that. A long time ago, I did see a guy that did on YouTube a really good documentary on it a couple years back, and he did a phenomenal job on it. If I can find it, I'll put it down in the comments or the description, because, and in fact, I might just do a video capture and talk about this game by itself sometime, a full video. I think that'd be kind of fun. Unfortunately, it's not color, but it is a great manual, thick manual, different languages in it and everything. Very good game. I could spend all day on this. I recommend Import Tuner Challenge. I think you'll have a lot of fun with that, even if you're a mildish, racing enthusiast. This one, so I found out, it is backwards compatible, and I'm excited to play this one too. I don't know too much on this, but it was Xbox 360 only, and then about a year later, I guess they released it on PS3. So this one is Enchanted Arms, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for this because I picked it up, and then a couple days later, I walked into the store where I go to get my stuff, and they had, for the same price or like $1 or $2 more, because before, they all kind of started to skyrocket, they had the one with the comic book in it. It has like a little manga in it or something in there. And and it's in a nice box. I was actually intrigued by it. And I had the money, I should have bought it. And I was like, nah, you know what, maybe if it's still here, I'll come back. And it was gone, I think that day. And I'm excited to check this one out. It says experience one of the first true next-gen role-playing adventures. I don't know too much on this one, other than I have heard it is another slow starter, but pretty good. But I think that's all RPGs, to be honest with you, unless you get lucky and they kind of throw you right in. But it says a lot over 100 controllable characters. So I'm interested to see how that plays in the story. So if you could play as 100 different people, I feel like that might be a little confusing, but I'm kind of interested to see where that story goes. So my disc is in pretty good shape, except for it has that stupid little white label over the middle. Not sure why they did that, if it was like from a rental store or something. I don't see any cracks on it. And I got it complete with the manual. Manual's in good shape, and then look right on the back what's being advertised. Import Tuner Challenge. That's pretty cool. And it's just cool like that, and it had a little coupon on the back there where if you buy 2 of their games. But this one is only in black and white. It doesn't have much explaining the characters in there and stuff, I don't see. So it's one of those, again, they add like a little brief summary of each character. And so I don't know how, you're going to do over 100 characters in this. Let me make sure I read that right. Unlock over 100 controllable characters. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see that. So if you guys have played this, let me know. It is backwards compatible, so I'm excited to carry that one over on my Series X and check that one out. Next up, this game is wild. This game is like if you're like on an acid trip or something like that. It is crazy. It's kind of more of a biblical based game. It's El Shaddai, and if I remember, I beat it a couple months ago, and I can't remember the main character's name. Either way, you're the main character in here, and you play as him and one other angel, basically. And you have to take out, if I remember, other fallen angels or something like that. It's like I said, been a couple months and got a lot going on. But what I was impressed with most of this game is the story was kind of cool. And you had like a guy that would help you out and follow you around, and he would kind of just watch you, and apparently your memory was erased and came back. It was a really weird story, but it was really good gameplay wise. Basically, you like would battle these creatures, and you could take like 3 types of weapon. One was like kind of a sword that almost sounded like a lightsaber. Another one was like you get these big fist or shield, and you could just beat the crap out of guys and stuff, which was really fun. And another one was you would kind of hover and fly, and you had like this type of almost like triangle type little missiles that would shoot out. And what got me on this game, where it was so much fun, was the worlds. The worlds were just nuts. Like it was like 10, it was either 9 or 10 chapters long. I mean, you even have like in the middle of the game, you're on like a motorcycle in like some type of like almost futuristic cyberpunk city. The worlds were so different from each other after you get past World 1 and 2. It was just crazy, and it was really fun to play. And if you play it on like a newer TV, got an HDMI and it looks better, beautiful game, even by today. Very, very good looking game. The colors popped, everything. Truly just blew me away. And apparently this came out on PS3 too, so it's not just an Xbox 360 exclusive, but it is a little bit rarer to find on Xbox 360 from what I'm finding out, and I believe it is kind of going up in price, or price charting. So this is another one, if you find it, even if you're not planning to collect it, I would say give it a shot, because it is a very odd game, but it is a very cool experience. Another Enoch, that was his name, Enoch, and then you have Lucifer, basically, that walks around, and it is a crazy story. And I mean, when I say this, guys, it's like Final Fantasy vibes mixed with like Mario vibes in some levels, mixed with like Soul Calibur. It is weird. It is really weird. Like you should check this game out. It is really, really, I think it will shock you on actually how kind of fun it is. And do yourself a service to get through the first 2 levels. The first 2 are kind of like, oh, all right, does this keep going the same way? And then it just gets just nuts and a lot of fun. It was a really cool game. Storyline was pretty cool, very weird, but good. Next game up here is one that I really, really enjoy, and have always enjoyed their stories. The stories in them are good too. but enjoyed the gameplay in the games, not just because of the obvious reasons, but because it's just a hell of a fun fighting game. And this is Dead or Alive 4, and if I remember right, this one only did come out on the 360, I believe. I think Dead or Alive 4 only came out in the 360, but 5 and 3 was on Xbox. I can't remember if that one was an Xbox exclusive. If someone knows, let me know. I do know it came out on the original Xbox, but I think 4 was only 360 if I remember. And this one's backwards compatible too, and a heck of a lot of fun. In fact, me and the kids have played it. Excuse me. We've played it and had a good time with it, and this is really, really a good time. There's not much more I can say other about Dead or Alive than, if you don't know by now, then you're missing out. Definitely check out a Dead or Alive game. But this one you can pick up relatively cheap. It has really cool story modes, good achievements in it. And yeah, Dead or Alive games are just fun. They're fun. The tag battles are fun in here. But yeah, this manual is color, explains their moves, explains basically each character very well. It's got, what's his name, Ryu Hayabusa, which is the guy from Ninja Gaiden. He's in all of them, of course. There's just backstories on all of them, and I would love to get, if someone knows where this arcade stick is. I have not found it. I'm sure I can find it maybe somewhere. It's going to be expensive, but yeah, they have a Dead or Alive Dead or Alive 4 arcade stick made for the 360 for it. Awesome game. If you guys have played this one, let me know. It's another game I still think holds up and looks really good. That one you can play and it doesn't look, very dated. You're like, wow. Next one is I have not played. This one interests me because I saw other YouTubers talking about it. And I used to have, if anybody can remember, there was a very, almost like Rogue Squadron, but Star Trek mix. I don't know how to explain it. It was a Starship game for Dreamcast years ago, for Sega Dreamcast when I was younger. And the game was awesome, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it or have seen it around at all. But when I saw this getting played, the Dark Star 1 Broken Alliance, it reminded me of that game. So I definitely want to give this a chance. I've never played it. I've not even, really got a glimpse other than someone on YouTube with it. And what everybody was saying is it's very, very, you got to really immerse yourself in this game. You really have to take your time. You're like a space pirate, I believe, or stopping the space pirates. This is one that I am really intrigued to play. And if you guys, it says in Dark Star 1 Broken Alliance, command the mysterious spacecraft, the Dark Star 1. So I'm assuming that's your ship. And yeah, it looks cool, but it looks like it's going to be one of those games you really got to, put all your focus into. So I'm interested to check this out and see if it's good. This copy I got is a little rough, but I got it for a good deal. So if you've played Dark Star 1, let me know. I'm excited for that one. Or if you're looking for it on your list, pick it up. And if you get a chance to play it before me, shoot a comment in there. Something. Tell me what it was like, if it was work. It's not a no color in the manual, which is kind of a shame because it's an older game, and I was hoping it was. Explains each one of the characters in here, and I mean, at least it goes up into a little bit more detail. It's a thick, good manual. Unfortunately, mine's kind of bent, which I should be able to probably just put that under a set of books for a couple of days and stuff and flatten it out. But yeah, let me know. I'm not going to speak on this one too much because this one I haven't played. Some of the games that I have come up in future videos I have played quite a bit, and those I'll get to later, but I'm just kind of grabbing some and going down as I pick them up, and just to let you guys know to be on the lookout and check. And then again, if the FOMO is real and some of these go way up, hey, I got some of my collection. They're worth money, and so do you. But I'm not trying to raise up prices here or like completely ruin the game experience for people to be able to get a chance to play it. This is the game I'm so excited to play because I had to skip this one years ago just due to time and finances. And I love, like, even on my PlayStation 1 here, I have Command and Conquer. I loved it on PC. I have the remaster. I love Command and Conquer games. I've had a blast. So I got this one for $8. Command and Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. And this only came out. There's Red Alert and another expansion or something like that for Red Alert. I have Red Alert 3. But I think there's Kane's Revenge or something like that. I'll have to look that up because I do want to find it. But this one only came out on Xbox 360 and PC. And again, Command & Conquer has been famous for having like B-list actors and stuff like that on there. And this looks really cool. I'm excited to play this. And my daughter actually really likes to play Command & Conquer. And this is one player, but multiplayer. It is for you. So I don't know if the servers are shut down or if you can, almost like link cable them together or something. I'm not even sure if that's a thing anymore with this. So I'm excited to play this though either way, because for $8, a Command & Conquer game, it got good ratings from what I heard, and I love just having a good time sitting around playing Command & Conquer. It seems to be like everybody says it's a strategy game, which it is, but to me it's almost like mindless fun. You just, I don't know. It's a calming game for me. That may sound weird, but I've always liked Command & Conquer games. But yeah, another cheap, small manual. This EA games. I can't use EA games. So yeah, big surprise there. Manual feels like crap and stuff, but yeah, Command & Conquer has always been fun. There's no color in that or anything. So good game from what I heard. I will let you know when I play it. I'm excited. All of the other Command & Conquers have not let me down really. So this one is my last one, and I wanted to put this one in there. Now you can get this on PS3, I believe. First it came out 2006, I believe, and then a year later or something it came out on PS3. But I loved watching the anime, and I never got to finish that too. Something I want to go back to. This game still looks phenomenal, and what I'm talking about is Afro Samurai. This game I wish was backwards compatible, probably due to the licensing issues with Wu-Tang and RZA and all that stuff. It's probably not going to ever become backwards compatible. I don't know why. I wish they could figure that out. But this game still looks phenomenal, even on the 360. The graphics hold up so well. The only complaint I have about this game is, I would say, the camera angles. You have the inverted camera, which I'm just not a big fan of that. So I swapped it around to traditional, stuff. But even then, it still really messes up. You can't really see Afro really good at certain points, and it just causes a headache in the game. But other than that, the game is great. I love. Okay, one more other thing. If they had a little bit of a better way of navigating where you should go, because Samuel L. Jackson's your counterpart in here. I can't remember his name, the guy with the gray afro, but he's hilarious. Talks shit to you the whole time in the game, and I absolutely love that. And you can use him and press down on the D-pad, and it'll pop up sometimes where you need to go, but sometimes he doesn't, or he does it so fast you can't see him. So those are my two gripes. I'd say camera angle and just navigation of where you should go. Other than that, music is phenomenal, gameplay is phenomenal, graphics, storyline, all good. All good. And this is another color booklet or instruction manual. And see, to me, this is just, I like when they put this effort into the games. Like when you paid for the games, it is Ninja. That's what it was. And they put the level into this games, and they gave you, I don't know, you just got your money's worth, I felt. You got some detail into the games, the case, the artwork. It was all kind of experience that's getting lost now with a lot of games, unless you go to like limited run games or you get the special edition you got to pay so much more for, which, don't get me wrong, those are cool and I like it, but it just, I don't know, it's fading away and it sucks. But eventually when it stops, I'll probably be done with gaming for the most part, because that's a big part of it I like, and I'm not a big fan of the digital where if they have a glitch or an outage like they did, or something goes down like Xbox just did, you can't play your damn game. So that's why I kind of like these older systems. But yeah, this is a great game. Definitely pick it up, check it out. if you can find this, it's another one I think is going up in value. Definitely buy it because you can't go wrong on that. And even then, you can put it in your collection, probably sell it for a little bit more later. But if you played any of these, let me know. I'm interested because, like I said, there is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So half the stack I haven't even got a chance to really play. So the other half I did either beat or played, and I had a good time with it, and plan on going further with them. So definitely let me know, guys. I got some other ones that I'm going to go over. I have some other games and stuff that I'm really excited to do. I was a little tired in this video. To be honest with you, I had a long day. I've been on call, so I apologize if I wasn't as enthusiastic. But definitely check these out and let me know what you guys think about it. I am definitely excited to share with you and see, what you guys say on this, and if you have any other recommendations, for sure, shout out. Or, before store closes, if I'm missing any DLC or something, and you know of it, let me know, because I definitely want to do that to get the full experience of the game if I can. All right, guys, I'll see you again in another video.